Hey there, how you doing? It's Thursday, I'm Yalek, it's War Factory, and I am going to preemptively load this because there's always a very good chance that we're going to want remote to start off War Factory, and let's see what we have today. Okay, so we have the basic War Factory layout. That up there is interesting. The level 45 War Factory that you use to unlock all of the other War Factories has this layout with the HQ there and a shield and this line of snipers. Often with grapplers and lasers and things. We get variants of this a lot. This area up here is pretty standard, but check this out with the lasers. Now, normally up here, like this little 4-pack, normally that is, like cannons and things, stuff you don't care about. Lasers, on the other hand, that is a completely different kind of day. And I think that means I'm going to approach this a little differently. Normally on this layout, let's see, this rocket launcher does not matter regardless. Obviously, we're going to be approaching from up here, clearing and stuff. So you can see why that rocket launcher wouldn't matter. Its range extends pretty much to the edge of the HQ and no further. These two, on the other hand, are going to be a problem because we're going to have to get over to those lasers in order to deal with them. I'm going to have to put a bit of thought into what the sequence ought to be on all of that stuff up top. But first order of business, we absolutely must remove these two rocket launchers, and we'll use Sparky to do that. And of course, there's a little thicket of boom mines on the way that we would want to travel to get over to those rocket launchers because, well, duh. What's the health on these? Ooh, they are level 2. So total health is in the 60s. That's a bit rough. We might take an attack and just BART those. So an attack with Sparky and some GBE, and then a second attack with just GBE to finish those guys off and probably mark some things up in this territory. After that, probably a pretty easy day, I'm thinking. But, first order of business, let's deal with these guys. So, with that said, again, we have to march right through this area where the boom mines are. So where do we want Sparky to be? Possibly if I can get her right in the sort of cradled between these two mortars here. She might be close enough. No, I don't think she would be close enough to range the far rocket launcher. So I'm going to try this, and I don't know if it's a good idea or not. If not, it won't really matter. We have a couple of hits to play with in terms. We're using a couple of GBE hits to set this up. Figuring out exactly where to put her and which boom mines to remove. That would be the primary problem right now because Sparky and boom mines do not mix. Before we go any further, I suppose I should probably say, let's check the health on the shield. So the shield's 1.3, and the health of the HQ is relatively low at 440. Okay. These guys over here, not too terrible. In the past, we have used warriors to remove those, and since it's just since it's just the two shields here, that has worked out fairly well. Might even consider throwing one of those in here for later. But in any case, still want those rocket launchers down, I think. If we remove the shields, just for giggles, let's consider that scenario. Remove the shields, and then we have the ability to rush the HQ, rushing from over here because, well, duh, it's the shortest walk. Gonna have a shock. These Doom cannons are going to be a problem, but you can critter up here. Critter no lower than the snipers, though, because of the lasers. If you critter down here to the machine guns, the lasers will activate, and then you will have potential problems, including the problem that your critters will be eaten up that much faster. Whereas Doom cannons will take quite a bit of time working on critters. So definitely a shock, probably just a critter down here. Let's see. Definitely a shock. Definitely a shock on this rocket launcher. And these lasers would not matter. You know, I want to give it a whirl. Kind of just want to barrage up here. Drop warriors. Now, hang on. The health on those, so pretty good. That's a solid 2 swings on each with a bit of damage coming in regardless. Now, let's see. Bullet will be... Let's see. If we're going to do this, how about, in order to get Bullet to be taking fire from the back end of things, so that we'd really only have to worry about the front side, I would love to get, let's say, we'll use this sniper as sort of an anchor point, or a pivot. So, to this supply crate, up to this sniper, and over to this shield generator. And hopefully Bullet then will be able to negate anything back there. And up here we can try to head things off with probably a critter shock. 2 solid swings, and then over to this other one. Rinse, lather, repeat. I'm not Englishing well today. I mean, what the hell? For giggles, haven't done something like this in a while on this layout, so yeah, let's give it a whirl. I mean, the last time I did this, it worked out very, very well. That is certainly not any kind of an omen for this hit, but you never know. So let's see. There is some free GBE, it looks like, to be had down here if you are interested in that. So we want to go to like this. Perfect. And there will always be the few who just want to like run off to something random because, oh no, wait, there, sorry, flare point, and then changed it because flared the wrong thing. Not good. I mean, there are worse things, but there are better too. So Bullet, taunts, we're gonna do critter now, shock, and we are on to the second shield gen. That's good. One of those we're gonna do once again with the critter, and hopefully that'll buy the warriors enough time for 2 swings, and we should be golden. That one actually took 3. Huh. Now, we have a little bit of GBE here, so what do we want to do with it? Does it even matter? Probably does not. HQ? I don't know what else to do with it. We were talking about, what, 3 shocks on the next hit? If memory serves, 3 shocks and a critter, which is in a short walk, so it's not like not like we need to part anything or anything, really. It's a fairly easy mission from there. So we are down to 416 with no shield. That worked out nicely. Not hugely technical. A little bit of shenanigans with the resmoking on the shield, but I just recently did a video about the timing for that, and if you watch that video, the timing is, it becomes pretty, I feel like it makes it pretty standard to pull something like that off. 2 swings on the shield generator. So first swing, as soon as the Warriors finish the first swing, throw the re-smoke, and they'll take their second swing while the smoke is in the air. The shield generator is dead and the Warriors are under smoke. So yeah. So yeah, critter, shock, shock, shock. Don't have to worry about the lasers. Yeah. Something a little different, I guess. Battle orders. Girls in battle orders. Yeah, I'm still... Okay, still owing there. Just checking. I don't know why right now. Sort of obsessive. I guess I do that. And I think we're just ready to try to pop this. Shoreline, pretty hot. You know, doom cannons and stuff. So, the path they were following there was making me a little nervous for a second. Alright, so there, and they're going to spread a bit. So we're going to go critter, and we said shock, and shock, and shock. And missed this shot completely, and somehow managed to activate the lasers too. So my girls over there got a little bit warm. Nothing terrible, but, you know, bit of a sunburn going on. Pretty viable approach to the War Factory if you're looking for something interesting. It doesn't have to be that per se. I mean, just go for the shields and then let's look at the original layout. Going for the shields and then going for core. Going for the shields over here, you've got all kinds of room to use different troops. So using Sparky to hack, you can get rid of these 3 rocket launchers, and you can use Grenadiers on this stuff and get to the shields. You could use RCZM, you know, a little bit of shocking needs to happen, and stuff like that. Ice hookah, whatever. You can use almost anything on this side of this base if you know how to do a little bit of hacking over there, and take those shields out and expose the core on this side. Or, I mean, the standard play is just to do a little bit of hacking and then come up over here and clear stuff. Again, you are going to have to deal with those lasers. They can be removed, but they're a bit beefy. It's close to 100, I think we were looking at on the health on those. Probably a pretty good day to try something like this, because, you know, the less time you have to spend hanging out in this neighborhood with your troops exposed, the better, because bad things happen when lasers are around, as we already saw, and that could have been a whole lot worse. So anyway, I guess I got a little bit lucky. Not the hardest of War Factories today, but you know, girls with a little bit of a sunburn will take that. Anyway, fun to innovate on a base that we see pretty frequently, so just do something different for the hell of it. You've got 5 attacks, and if you're, you know, if you approach that pretty intelligently on the first couple, you'll have 2 or 3 to burn easily doing weird stuff. Anyway, that's all I've got for you, and I will catch you later. Hope you liked the video. If not, tell me why. No, never mind, don't. I'll see you around. Take care.